So as many of you know, I've covered a few topics about, sexual predators on this channel. Many sexual predators, okay? Something so unexpected. You'd be like, what? That guy did that? Well, a well-known, established sexual predator by the name of EDP455, and he was canceled a while ago. EDP was canceled like years ago. We're talking about like almost, I think maybe 2020 EDP got canceled, like during COVID or something, maybe even pre-COVID. I don't know. The moral story is EDP is disgusting. And you know why? Because not only did EDP also have a situation where it was nearly like the Dr. Disrespect situation where he's going to meet up with a minor, but he went and he met up with one. And then now he's sitting here coping, telling people that we are in the wrong, that we're in the wrong for telling them that taking advantage of poor little innocent children who are not established in the brain cells yet are wrong. So look, he issued a response, an apology, or where he's at, his headspace or whatever. So we're gonna look at it, and we're gonna be, I'm telling you right now, from the clips I've seen, it is horrible. So let's look at this.
People are going to paint their narrative on you based on what they want to believe, especially when it comes to the internet and social media.
Okay, there's merit in that statement. Yeah, but when you're prosecuted for something as heinous as that, you can't blame everyone for that.
When you're dealing with trolls, when you're dealing with people on the internet,
oh yeah, we're the trolls.
Just run off to the scurries of their own, hiding spots. Is that there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. There's no getting through to them. There's no, trying to get these people to understand where you are at that point in time. And
so right here, we're watching the dichotomy of projection. So he's basically saying that we can't be reconciled with. We're the ones doing it. We're the bad people. We're the ones, and we've just told you what you did wrong. You cannot, and it's unfortunate. You can't blame, I was at a bad time in my life, or because that's just, it's not acceptable. It's not like you had a psychosis, like it's not like you went on like a Kanye rant or something. You were sexually exploiting a child. How can you not get that through your head? Like, I don't even know what this is, man. Oh my gosh, bro.
Your life, addressing what happened a few years ago, the whole incident and stuff like that. I'll be the first person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life, very dark place. Had the fame, had the money, had the status, I thought that I couldn't be touched.
Couldn't be touched, yeah? Oh my fucking gosh, there's no the jokes write themselves. Like, what? Oh, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. His face after he said that is fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh, like, oh, fucking dumbass, bro.
Now, one thing I want you guys to understand, another thing I want you guys to understand, and of course, there's going to be those motherfuckers out there, oh, EDP, just because you were in a dark place, that doesn't justify what you did. First off, don't try to put fucking words in my mouth. We're not here for that shit.
You just said that.
I'm here to explain to you where I was at in my headspace a few years ago. You know what I mean?
Okay, look. Okay, look. I'm about to break it down. So look, here's for the lower IQ average people. So when you get prosecuted on the internet, a lot of times there's like different things, it's either like race, being a PDF file, like a crime, like a scamming, a lot of things like that. And in those, right, there's ethics, right? And how ethical or what is the morality of the situation, right? So with fraud is really bad, right? And it can actually destroy people's lives financially to where, their lives are destroyed and to restart and all that. So when people get, exposed for being scam artists, we go, fuck that person. They don't deserve anything, But the thing about money is you can make money back. Money is like, it's printable. You know what I'm saying? It's so stationable. So we got like scamming, right? And this is just like the big three, I'm just getting like the big three. There's obviously more, but right. And then you got what's you got? You got scamming, you got I just forgot what I said. You got scamming, you got sexual exploiting, and then you have, what did I say? Racism. Oh my gosh, I forgot this. Okay, racism. So with the racism, right? Here's some racism, right? There's always like little factors that can be the defining factor of whether it's justified or the ethics of the situation. A lot of times it can be trauma. So like my Brooke Schofield video, for example, where she was basically saying Trayvon Martin was not a victim or something like that, or was like it wasn't a hate crime or something like that, and he was just like, I don't know, it was some racist ass shit. So a lot of times like that, it's like it's not just about the situation at hand, but you have to think about like the people affected by the situation as well, like Trayvon's mom, his family, his friends, the trauma that goes through that, and then to desensitize the situation to be like, oh, it was just that, so they lost a loved one. And then, you know what I'm saying? So like that, right? So we cancel people for that, because not only do you not even see the value in a human being and the fact that you see skin color, and like, who the fuck sees skin color nowadays? I mean, it's 2024. If you do, you're drunk, right? And those resides in like the actual hurt of another individual. But the thing about that is like, in some cases you can write off racism in terms of like comedy. There's different factors in why racism can quote unquote be okay. With the exploitation of a child, what you are, I guess you're not getting is, it's the psychosis of the state. So even in things of like, in everything in life is 80% mental and 20% physical. So even in like gaming, anything you do, business, a lot of it is a mental battle, even in consecration. So not only were you physically, you were going in on the 20%, but you were also mentally exploiting a child through DMs, sending pictures of whatever the fuck, right? So you have the psychosis of an idiot, because you not only are unable to understand that is completely wrong in every instance, and to the extent that he went was horrible. Dr. Disrespect, at least he didn't even meet up. I mean, he did some weird shit, but he didn't even meet up with the fucker. You know what I'm saying? He went to meet up with him. So look, so the trauma, it's the trauma that is instilled in the child. And then once they grow up, and then they realize, oh my gosh, I got exploited, like really badly, and that's really traumatizing, and I got to take advantage. So you need to understand that right there is a no-go. It's so traumatizing. It's like max trauma. It stays with you forever throughout your childhood. It's just like you can't be that guy. And then the problem is now you're projecting your self-value and your self-worth on us, as if we're supposed to be like, oh, well, I guess I'm an asshole for calling out this pedophile for being a fucking weirdo. Like, no, bro. And you cannot blame it on a point in well, okay, you can blame it on, yeah, at that point you were a degenerate, but you're a degenerate. Like, you're just a degenerate. You're a degenerate. Yeah. At that point you were a degenerate, you're still a degenerate. You didn't even have the thought process of doing that. Like, and it's the fact that you went to meet up with them, and then you were making jokes about it, talking about you could a cupcake. What? Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing?
As a human being, when you make a mistake to this magnitude, is to take responsibility for your actions
and fuck off.
Take accountability for your actions
and fuck off.
Understand that there is an issue
and fuck off.
Right? Understand that this is not normal.
And fuck off.
I mean, to have these type of behaviors, they are not normal, right?
And fuck off.
Get the necessary help.
And fuck off.
Whether it's talking to a psychiatrist, talking to a therapist,
and then fuck off.
Know, it could even be as simple as sitting down and talking to your family members.
And then fuck off.
And overall, just trying to make sure that the same mistake doesn't happen again.
And then fuck off.
And you learn from your mistake. That's all you can do.
Right.
And just try to improve yourself as a person.
Right.
If that's not good enough for people, well then that sounds like a fucking personal issue to me.
Really, nigga? It's projection. It's projecting. I don't know how he doesn't see that. It's projecting his own problems on us. The coping mechanisms of this, you go to this person, you go to that person, you go to this person, you go to that person. Brother. It's hard to break it to you. But not everyone likes kids. Surprise. Huh. So your coping mechanisms of how you had to go through the situation is not on us. It's not on us. It's not on us. That's what you're not getting. It's not on us. We've exposed you for something that needed to be exposed. You need it because the problem is you would have went through with it. 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 That is the problem, is that the catch predator thing is, it's not like, oh, he didn't do it, so it's okay. He was going to do it. He was going to do it. That's the crazy part. If we were taken out of the equation, no third parties involved, there would have been a kid getting fucked by an old fat tard. Fuck out of here.
Now, a lot of people, they like to assume, right? Just because I haven't came out and made some big ass crying video, you know what I mean? Making a fucking ass of
how many jerseys does this nigga have
on camera and shit like that, that I show no remorse. That couldn't be any more further from the truth. You know what I mean? What I want you guys to realize is the fact that I have sat down and I have apologized to my family, right? I've apologized to my diehard friends. And when I say diehard friends, I mean my friends who I openly admit I forgot about because I was surrounded by so many clout chasing motherfucking people who only really cared about me based on my internet and social media status.
Okay, so when we're talking about friends and family and forgiveness, obviously your family is going to be a lot more likely to forgive you because it's that love. You know what I'm saying? It's that unconditional love, right? So you know how you have loyalty and then you have love, right? The two L's, you know. With love, if it's unconditional, like a mother, you know, only a mother can love EDP. You know what I'm saying? With friends, obviously friends are probably going to be like, maybe they'll write it off because especially if they're close friends and you basically have that bond together in y'all both, you know, those are going to be your close friends and they may give you grace. They might not care. They might be like, oh, I know the real you, da 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 da. On the outside looking in though, on the outside and looking in, you cannot blame the general public for having that opinion based on, and my thing is, you guys, all the older fucks, okay? You guys are too old. Y'all are too old. You too old to know that that's not right. Like, come on, but you way too old. Way too old. Way too old. Like, we're talking about 40, 30, 25, 27, 28, 30. Like, come on, bro. Come on. I feel like the only scapegoat you have in any type of situation like this is that weird little transition from 17 to 18 to like 20 to like that little adulthood that you have where like, yeah, this person's like, or you're around like more high schoolers or college students. So it's a little bit nuanced and stuff like that. But most of the time it's either that little 3-year gap is okay. And then it's like the rest is for the jakes. You know what I'm saying? No 4-year gaps. 3 years like the max realistically. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just like the Romeo and Juliet law that like most people go by. It's just like the 3-year thing. If they're 3 years, then it's okay. Blah, blah, blah. So I feel like that's the only scapegoat you have. If you're like 18 and it's like, well, I'm a legal adult now, but then like these persons are technically minors and stuff like that. In most states, or in some states, it's kind of like a little different. You know, it's a little different. My personal and the consent of because a lot of people try to twist the legal age of consent. It's 18 in the US. It's in some states where it's like 16 stuff, but that's only if you are at a younger age. It's not for fucking 25-year-olds to be fucking 16-year-olds. Get what I mean? They try to twist it. Don't try to twist it. So right there, that's really the only scapegoat. You know, friends and family, some people are gonna forgive you. Your mother will probably forgive you, and that's fine. You know, we can't change your mother's mind, but you cannot change our mind. We know what you are because there could have been multiple. We don't even know what happened in the past, bro. Like, and you were sending pictures of shit, like disgusting.
Feel me? I'm not going to mention their name. I'm not going to put them out there like that. You guys know exactly who you are. Sat down with them, apologized to them, heartfelt apology. You know what I mean? And we made amends. We talked about it, and we moved the fuck on. That's all you can do. Now, as far as fucking weirdos, hitting me up on Instagram, you know, I'm gonna show you guys some bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all some bullshit. So there are literally 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, you know what I mean, DMing me, hitting me up on Instagram, and they'll fucking type this message and they'll be all like, oh my God, are you the real EDP? And the moment I respond with, yes, I am, what they'll do, right? And they think that they're fucking sneaky about this shit.
What? Why is he responding? What? He's responding to kids? Oh my God, there's no saving him. How are you asking for saving grace? Responding back to kids. There's no saving him. I think it really resides in the fact that he's mad that the shtick going on is whenever you reference a pedo, you call him EDP455. You say, oh, he's an EDP. So look, EDP got banished from the internet. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's unfortunate. It's not like we were like, yay, kids could have got raped. Oh my God. Kids could have got R-worded. It's unfortunate that this is the reality that we reside in, but we cannot sit here and excuse absolute degenerate discrepancy, absolute malarkey. You fucking disgusting motherfucker. I'd slap you with my pinky ring. All right, for real though, like I can't, bro. I can't take him serious. I just can't, bro. Like, what am I hearing, bro?
Right? Malicious intent. You feel me?
Malicious intent.
I made a video a long time ago, and it was a video where I talked about obviously adults should be held accountable, and they should be
His face is so funny. Like,
they should get in trouble for messaging minors and engaging in.
He just admitted to talking to minors, but whatever. It's obvious in a particular. Yeah.
Minors should get in trouble for messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very malicious intent.
Look. Look. Really, nigga? Really? I can't take him serious. I can't. Kids, do I even need to explain this? Why do you think that a kid should get in trouble for messaging an adult? It is up to the adult to have the strength to not want to fuck the kid. Yo, that's crazy. He's like, oh, all these cupcakes, bro, they're just too sweet. I can't resist. He's like, I can't resist all these cupcakes, bro. They're too sweet, man. Man, that is fucking. It's the jokes, right? I'm telling you, the jokes right themselves. It's too fucking good. This is a fucking masterpiece. Oh my God. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. Oh, I love it.
Their messages. You feel me? And this is what I mean. This one chick, she messaged me, right? And she goes,
how old was she?
Oh my God, are you the real EDP? I respond back with, bitch, how old are you? And who the fuck sent you? Right? Because I know fucking well Skeeter John, Gideon, and all these fake ass wannabe Chris Hansen impersonating motherfuckers. More than likely they fucking sent you. You know what I mean? But
look, listen. He's trying to sit here and beg for forgiveness and say that it's wrong, but now he's saying that it's wrong that somebody is going out and exposing it. Projection. We got him, Your Honor. We got him. So it's not the principality of him wanting, oh, I want to be forgiven for what I did, and I understand, and I'm taking accountability. No, he's mad that he got fucking banished from the internet, and that's why he's butthurt and still satire fucking years later. Still doing these little comebacks and shit. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because if he was actually remorseful, he would be like, Gideon and what they're doing is a good thing. But he's still almost, it's like he still resides in the pedo vibe. He's still on the pedo vibe. Get what I'm saying? I'm on you. You can't 200 IQ me.
Right? Bitch, how old are you and who sent you? Oh, I'm 14. Screenshot. Let's go ahead and tag Gideon, and let's go ahead and tag fucking Skeeter John, or whatever the fuck his name is. Right?
Skeeter Jean, okay, get it right.
Skeeter John.
Put some respect in his name.
Get him. You see what the fuck they're doing? Right?
Put some respect in his name.
Purposely messaging, not just me, purposely messaging people, right, to fuck with them, which ultimately leads
bro,
to
oh my gosh. You should have the cognitive dissonance to be like, ignore. And that's when I was like, he said they're 15 something. Why are you responding? Why is he responding? Why is he responding, bro? Why is EDP responding? Why are you responding? I wouldn't even respond. I wouldn't even respond. That's not even getting, it's not even in the conversation for me to even respond. You're not even getting a response. You're staying in the request. I will look at that shit and delete that shit. You're not getting a response, my nigga. What? He said, act like messaging them back is normal. It's cool to stay in touch with your fans. I'm not responding though. You feel me? Like this right here? Nah. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Especially you talking about 14-year-old girl. What? Man, get the fuck out of here. Delete. That's what you delete. You delete them.
Showing up at your fucking job.
You don't got to screenshot and do all this extra shit. Delete it.
Fucking, showing up at your motherfucking dialysis center. You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
What type of community that you fucking live in.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Storming the fuck.
Here's what I'll say with that. I feel like that, even though he's a fucking piece of shit, I don't know how the fuck they found him. How the fuck did they find EDP? Like that is like some like CIA like stalker type. I don't know how the fuck they found him. That right there is a little bit creepy. I'll admit that's creepy. Now, is it justified because the person that they went to do it to is clearly not in the right headspace. Still clearly not. Still not in the right headspace. Yeah. Is it a little bit invasive to be able to find somebody and pull up to their dialysis? Yes, it is. But honestly, they're using their superpower for good, so I don't mind it.
Leasing office and shit like that. Storming HOA offices and shit like that. You know what I mean? Fucking with you out in public at the grocery store. You feel me? Throwing shit at your motherfucking window as you're at a fucking stoplight when somebody recognizes you.
That's good.
Motherfuckers trying to, you have a fucking P.O. box set up and shit. Motherfuckers is able to track that shit down and fucking storm the little fucking place of business and shit. Fucking with the lady, fucking with the sweet lady. You feel me? Minding her own business, good people, good spirited fucking people.
Don't try to bring them in that. They're not in the wrong.
Right? And here come your no life motherfucking ass because you thought it was fucking funny to take a fucking screenshot and send it to these no life impersonating ghetto ass botched fucked up sting operation fake ass impersonating Chris Hansen motherfuckers. You feel me? To fuck with you.
Okay.
To ruin your life. You feel me?
Because why?
Let me ask you something. Just because you think a person is guilty or not guilty, right? What the fuck, under the law, what the fuck gives you the right to go out and start harassing people, right?
Okay. I think there's a little bit of merit in there because harassing people is a crime and it is whatever. I think I'm not trolling when I say this. I think EDP has not reached maturity yet. And the reason I say this is because his thought process, I'm like trying to do like body language psychosis. His psychosis and how he interprets information is not like at a mature level. It's not up there. And it could be just like that rebellious type of stage where you kind of come up with you like bottle up and you come up with any type of answer, like make it seem like you didn't do what you did, but we all know and so he's trying to like make it seem it like not it is what it is and try to like come back. But you have to realize if you're in the mindset like, okay, it's I take accountability and it's unjustifiable, then people who are doing expose videos on these people, you should be in support of that. You know what I'm saying? And so like you see him when you see his explanation of it and you really watch him like try to put the pieces together, he doesn't have like, his IQ is very low. It's not putting together pieces properly as if like an actual mature adult would be able to do so. You know what I'm saying? It's like this fumble. It's like a fumbling. Some people are good at the weave, and some people are bad at the fumble. You know what I'm saying?
And then when they've decided that they've had enough and they pull out that gun and they shoot your motherfucking ass, right? All of a sudden it was just a prank. All of a sudden it
not a prank. It's
You know what I mean?
it's not a prank. It's we're exposing you. It's not a prank. A prank is oh, it's not what it was. No, this is exposition. You're being exposed. You're being exploited. Now with the you know, possibly getting, you know, that's why I say it's a little bit, harassing someone is a little bit weird. I'm not saying it's weird, but not in this instance. It's not, because it's justified, because you're causing pain and torture to someone who's about to cause pain and torture to an innocent little human being. Now, are you obviously not safe? I think there was a few videos like I've seen on Twitter and stuff of people actually getting shot and stuff, and going, like, having, you know, things like that. Like, it gets a little crazy. Now, obviously, it's not safe to do. It's not safe. It'll never be safe. Is it okay? I think so. I think so. Not random people, but I mean, the big ass YouTuber who is exposed for wanting to meet up and eat some cupcakes. Yeah, 100%. And if that YouTuber decided, hey, they wanted to shoot at that person and because they feel harassed, yeah, okay, you're technically justified, and by law you are right to bear arms. You know, if you feel endangered, it is what it is, right? But if we're talking about the ethics of the situation, you hurt such a tiny human being, and an unknowledgeable human being at that. Not even unknowledgeable, uncanny of anything. It's a blank canvas. Okay, you were trying to paint on a blank canvas. Disgusting.
To try to drag them back to a place where they were once at. You know what I mean? To try to fuck with them. I don't give a fuck how you try to paint the situation.
It seems like he's still at that place.
Try to dress it up. It's not good.
You see that right there? That right there. That's what I'm talking about. You see that pause. It's like, did he catch himself not making sense? And I think that's like a thing in like psychology and psychosis. Like, when a human is trying to like justify themselves or come up with any type of way to come up with an answer to a situation, there's always that pause. But if especially in his case, when he's not really, he doesn't really know what he's saying, he's not really making sense, he kind of pauses for a second and he goes, well, am I making sense? I feel like that's what's going through his head. It just seems weird for him to even think that this is all okay. If anybody has any brain cells, they know that none of this is okay. He responds like a child.
A malicious act, and it's fucked up.
Like, this is like a big ass child. I think that's why he thinks it's okay to fuck kids. He's a big ass child.
It took me so long to make
He hasn't grown up yet.
That ghetto ass piece of shit, you know, half-assed apology video where I had the Barack Obama voiceover.
I didn't see that.
I know, and my friends know, like I mentioned before in the earlier stages of the video, there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. You feel me? There's no winning with these niggas on fucking line. You feel me? Not even if you're trying to win. You're just trying to get them to understand where you were from a mental standpoint back up in the day. And no, that's not fucking justifying the shit, right? You got to keep on
right there.
in that.
See that? He tries to pull up right. No, it's not right. You can't sit here. It's not justifiable. So that's it. In the conversation. It's like trying to figure out what happened at the Big Bang. You can't. It's like, you know, the analogy, you know, you go to the North Pole and you say, where's North? He's like, you're at North. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the question. You can't do it. Same thing with quantum physics. Yeah, you can't. You're asking the question and you don't even know what the question is. This right here, it's just a yap. It's just a, please, bro. Please let me come back to the internet. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. No. Banned. Shun it. Shunned. Shun him. Out. Gone. Kicked out of the whole matrix. Gone. Like, this is just crazy to me. It's crazy.
This is not me trying to justify it because they got fucking selective hearing, right? Because I knew deep down, right? No matter how fucking apologetic I was, no matter how fucking sorry I was or whatever the fuck, they're gonna fucking throw that bullshit at you. Oh, you're only making the video and you're only crying in the video because you got caught.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's not make the video then. Oh, you need to take accountability and responsibility. You need to cam up and address your fans. The only people that I need to address are my friends and my family members that I hurt deeply.
Okay then, so wait. Why is this video even being made? Why? Your friends or family, it's all your friends and family, you disappear from the internet, gone. Disappear from the internet. This is what, bro, honestly, bro, run down, bro. Change your identity, bro. Try to change everything, bro. Fucking make a business under a different alias and try that. I'm not gonna lie, that's your best case, my nigga. He can't come back. I'm pretty sure through the website, he was messaging, like, think about it. Think about as the company. Think about you're the company. Why would I allow the same person who was messaging people through my system, not just people, messaging minors, sorry, through my system, my brand that I built, to then come back and try to do it again? It's not even relatively in the question of logic. There's no logos at all. Like, get the fuck out.
Those are the only people that I need to address, and that I have addressed privately. I'm not gonna come on here. I'm not gonna fucking cry my heart out and fucking get on my hands and knees and fucking grovel and beg for your forgiveness.
It seems to be what he's doing, but
Why?
okay.
Because you guys, like I mentioned before, you guys already painted a narrative on me.
Yeah.
You guys think that I'm this fucking terrible monster.
Yep.
So what's the point?
Exactly. Why is this video being made? Why? Why? What is the point? Why is the video being made? I don't know. I don't know what that video, that was a complete yap of a video. Yeah, more to the story, just don't message minors. If you're ever in the thought process of thinking about messaging a minor, just realize that, you know, there are older people, more experienced people, more experienced people sexually, more experienced sexually. They actually, believe it or not, would fuck you better than a child. Crazy, right? Somebody who's more experienced, more older, more developed, would actually be able to nurture a child, and not only that, fuck you better than a child. So, with that being said, you should probably not fuck a child. This is a message by Cartel. Don't fuck kids. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is just an absolute smorgasbord debacle of absolute yappetry, nonsensical, just coming up with any excuse of why he should be. Because the thing is, we know that the principality of the situation is that he wants forgiveness, but he's sitting here saying he's not trying to beg for forgiveness while trying to beat around the bush of wanting forgiveness. Like, does he? And this is why I think is he a child? Like, does he act? He acts like a child. That's what a child would do. Like, we are grown adults. We know what you're trying to do. We can see through this. There's a veil. Like, I can see through that. So clearly, it's you don't even need, like, that's just common sense that clearly that's what he's trying to do. Yeah, EDP, bro. Unfortunately, man, for me, I just feel like where you were at, like, you know, your stage of where you felt, you know, you were at a weird stage in your life. It's not that people can't change. Obviously, people can change. It's the principle of the situation. And I have this analogy in my other video, but it's like you're a seed, right? When you're born, you're like a seed, and as you grow, you become just a root or like just a little plant, right? And you know, you want to become a tree, right? But as you become a tree, you get influenced by the other things around you. So all the other trees end up influencing you. And so we now know you as this sprouting tree, or what we once knew. We know you, oh, this is EDP, he's a funny guy, yeah. And then we realize, oh my God, he has a rotting apple on his fucking tree. So this rotting fucking apple is disgusting. And we're just like, fuck this shit. And then you look at all this, and then all of the tree is fucking, all of the tree starts rotting. We're like, oh my gosh, this is fucking disgusting. Why is the tree rotting? So they come up and they chop the tree down. We chop the tree down. Now, you can change and still be that same root, that blank canvas, but we don't know, especially when you're making videos like this, if you're still that same rotting tree, because at the root of the core root, the tree is still rotted at the bottom. It's still corroded, and you're no longer that same little seed that we once knew. And that's the test of time, because it's proven. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing your expose of what you felt and seen as a situation, and not taking it for yes, I'm completely wrong and I should just go away because I don't want to be, nobody wants to associate with me because I'm a weirdo and in my past I've been a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And not like, oh well, I changed and now I'm just a regular bark tree that's growing out of the tree now and I'm sprouting and I'm ready to be. No, you're a corroded tree, okay? It just is what it is. It's very sad. And it's not like I feel like he thinks it's like a personal attack to where we want him to be a pedophile. Like we want him, and it's nothing like that. You just don't want that being a thing, you know. And for me, it's kind of sad that we have to sit here in a reality where a lot of big creators are just, I don't know, they're just not too fond of their age group, or maybe they just haven't grown up and matured mentally and whatnot. But yeah, that's really that. EDP, just go away. I mean, just go away. I don't know. I condemn him for trying, but just go away. I don't know, like just go away, bro. Yeah, that's really about it. With that being said, guys, I will see you when you're old enough. Yeah, peace.